Hi Scorpio, how are we? Just sorry, doing some love readings for everyone today. Now we're going to be splitting it into two sections. Okay, so the first section we're going to be looking at is what's going on in like the 5D, so like your person's heart and soul spaces, whereas for the second section, we'll be focusing more on the 3D, the reality of the situation, the physical world. So firstly, we'll jump straight on in and we'll look into your person's heart space there. So we're going to be looking at their thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you and this connection. Okay, I am using the green glyph lenormand. Wow, tongue twister today. For this section, I also have the Island Time Wellness for this section. And then for the second section, we have the Lenormand of Japan, as well as the Shapeshifters Oracle. And then once we have a look at those sections, we'll get into your person's energy first, but then we will get some advice more for you yourself. Okay, so Scorpio and their person, Scorpio's person, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Scorpio, please. I just find it a lot easier to use multiple decks when I'm looking at, different zones of things. I do really, I have sort of been experimenting quite a lot with splitting up, what's going on behind the scenes in the heart space and then what's actually happening in reality, because it does sort of show sometimes there is a bit of a difference between the two, and then other times, what we want to see ideally is them two blending really well. Okay, and I'll grab the oracle for you. That's the Island Time Wellness Oracle there. Whoa, we had one fly out, but I'll grab another. Scorpio, their person, please. Okay, so that one that flew out, we're going to just look at that one first, I think. Okay, so that says love call. Okay, so that might be something that's why that's flying out, because that's, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Okay, so definitely some love already on the table from this person. Okay, and then getting on into it there. Okay, I had quite a similar spread. I think it was with, let me have a look. Libra, I think, had quite a similar thing come out for their person. So you might have some strong Libra planets, or maybe one or two, like your person might be a Libra or vice versa. Flip the reads as they need to, or whatever. You'll know what resonates best for you. But I am seeing the clover for your person's thoughts towards you. Okay, and now the clover really does, it is one of the luckiest sort of cards in the deck there, and it does really talk about your person is thinking about taking a risk, taking a bit of a chance. Maybe that's this phone call. They're just going to ring you up and be like, I need to tell you XYZ. It looks like they're coming from a lovely place. So the clover really is sort of good luck, and happiness is very involved with the clover as well. But like I said, it sort of does feel like your person is thinking about taking a bit of a risk towards you at the moment. That's pretty strong in their thoughts, that they want to take this chance on you, take a risk to be with you, or whatever that might resonate the best for you with your personal situation there. But I feel like, yeah, you probably will get a call or a FaceTime or something pretty soon from this person about them wanting to sort of take this chance. So that's sort of, I'm just going to leave those two together. They look lovely there together. Your person's feelings towards you are the flowers. So the flowers is all about that giving energy. So when it comes to their feelings, they're wanting to give you their feelings. So once again, that phone call coming on through, they might be giving you a call and letting you know, these are my feelings. I really want to give to this. And give to you and the connection. Okay, the flowers is always about giving, but it is also about things like, you know, rewards for hard works and pleasure and those sorts of things as well. Obviously a loving, a very loving sort of energy, very happy sort of energy as well. So yeah, that's definitely something, you know, they want to share their feelings with you, and they want to give you that more emotional loving side of themselves, and be vulnerable with you, and all those you know, giving sort of romantic things. It could even be talking about, you know, they feel like they want to give you a physical gift, and that as well. You know, so that can always be something as well. So let me know in the comments who gets flowers after hearing this. But then for their intentions, we do see the book. Okay, so the book, I feel in this instance is actually just talking about wanting to, you know, write a story with you, writing a story together, wanting to start a new chapter together. Even though this particular book is closed, it does, you know, maybe that's what it's all about, opening the book and starting the book. It does have a bit of a fresh sort of a feel going on here. So whether or not you guys are already in a connection, or if this is just the, you know, the person on your mind or whatever, it does feel pretty new. So there is definitely some sort of new energy going on. So even if it's someone you've known for a long time, they're looking like they want to take this risk to start new chapters with you. You know, start writing your story together, and changing that story to fit you both, as much as you both need. And like I said, giving, you know, giving it a chance, taking that chance, and giving to the connection. So it really does have a lovely energy going on there. That second oracle that I had drawn was the photograph card. I'm getting so tongue-tied. Maybe that's going to happen on that. If they do ring you and they're getting a bit tongue-tied, that's probably why. They're just nervous to share with you that they, you know, they do want to come towards you and take this risk with, you know, from a loving place, you know. So, but that does say looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, and make new memories. So yeah, with that book there, that make new memories really ringing true as well. Wanting to, yeah, write brand new stories for you, for the two of you. That sounds absolutely lovely. So we'll have a look and see if that's coming through into the reality of the situation as well. Okay, so Scorpio and their person. Scorpio and their person. What's going on with the reality of this connection, please? Okay, and what actions is Scorpio's person going to be taking towards Scorpio in physical world? Okay, so we're seeing the mouse and the tower coming through for what's actually going on in reality. So it does feel like, you know, they do have some things eating away in the back of their mind, probably to do with the past. Okay, so if this is like a reconciliation type connection that we're looking at today, there probably are still a few things that are, you know, worrying them a little bit about the past. But, you know, because this can also talk quite a lot about needing some solitude and things like that to sort of work through these things that are chewing away at them. You know, so it is a bit of a fortress. You know, the tower, it can be a bit of a solo fortress. So one or both of you might be sort of off on your own little, you know, taking a bit of hermit mode at the moment, where we are just sort of keeping to ourselves a little bit, dealing with some things, you know, that have been sort of chewing away at us. So we'll see where that sort of leads when it comes to action there. In their action, we are seeing the moon and the fox energy there. So when it comes to your person's action, they do feel like they're going to just be following their intuition with this. So yeah, I feel like that, you know, if they do reach out to you, it may be quite unexpected and sort of out of the blue, because they're just sort of following their intuition and their emotion when it comes to that, because it can be talking about emotions as well. So with that giving, with the flowers, you know, maybe that's what they're giving to you, is a bit more of their emotional self. Now with the fox energy there, the fox, it can talk about, having that sense of independence. I feel like with the tower there, with what's going on, I feel like that's about today. It does have quite a few meanings, this fox, but I am sort of sensing that, yeah, it's just this independence sort of, your person seems to be, a person who's naturally a bit more closed in, and naturally a little bit more, solitude type of a person. So it does feel like that their instinct is to, keep solitary a little bit more. But then when we are getting the emotional displays coming on through, that's obviously at a little bit of a difference. So I feel like that with them wanting to take a risk and give to this a lot more, that's probably what we're going to see. We're probably going to be seeing, like a lot less independence and sort of more working together as a team, and emotional connections as well. So, that is a little bit different to what's going on with their heart space. So, just keeping in mind that your person does seem to really want to take a chance and start new chapters with this. It's just they do seem to be, a fortress all of their own, and a tough nut to crack, so to speak. So that might be something that you're going to need to consider when you are dealing with this person as well. But I will grab you an oracle, and then we'll move on to more direct advice. So what do Scorpio need to know about their person and the physical world, the reality of the connection, please, Scorpio? Okay, so we're seeing Phoenix of the waning moon, and that does say something is about to end for now. Okay, so I feel like with them wanting their thoughts being all about this taking a risk, I feel, and then like I said, they're stuck in there. There's something's been nibbling away at them. I feel like that is what it's talking about, is going to be ending. Whatever this is that's been sort of chewing away at them and putting them off in their own little planet, that's what is going to be sort of ending, and that will be bringing in those brand new chapters as well. So it just feels like your person probably has some issues from the past that they may need to just sort of end those cycles so that they can move into this new cycle with you. They are willing to take the risk and whatnot. They are just in a little bit of a, a separated, more emotional state at the moment. So I wouldn't sort of say, try not to rush anything. I'm giving advice before I've even pulled the advice cards, but that's the sort of vibe I'm really getting from that, is that they are not really in sync with themselves at the moment. These things that are chewing away at them a little bit, they need to end that, and in order to take these risks towards you. Okay, so we'll see what your direct advice is. So the direct advice for Scorpio when it comes to this person, please. Okay, so when it comes to the heart space, I'm drawing cards for both here, sorry. Okay, so when it does come to the heart space there, I'm seeing the masculine and the sun. Okay, so I feel like once again that's connected more to your person. So whoever's the masculine within the relationship, it doesn't really matter. I just feel like your person may be the more masculine part of the connection, whether or not they're a male or a female, whether you're a male or a female, they are kind of sitting in their solitary masculine elements at the moment. So I do feel like this is, more talking about them, in a sense of like you kind of needing to wait for them to reveal this to you, reveal to you what's going on. The sun really does talk about happiness though. So, as long as you are, keeping happy and warm when it comes to this connection. I feel that that male element will sort of start to reveal themselves a little bit more to you and to the connection as well. But I feel like that like I said, I feel like that is kind of just sort of telling you that you're going to have to just be a little bit patient for them to reveal. I don't even feel like it's they need to reveal it to you specifically. I feel like it's talking about, they need to reveal this to themselves and sort of sit with them. And that's probably why we're seeing, the tower and the fox energy, because it is sort of talking about they really need to just sort of sit to themselves a little bit and reveal to themselves how they truly feel, like and the truth of their heart, because it does, like I said, there is a little bit of a gap between their heart space and reality. So I feel like they really need to just sit with that for a little while and reveal, like, shed the light on what's actually they want and what they actually desire moving forward. And it does feel like, their intentions are to start these new chapters with you, but they do kind of really need to have a bit of I feel like that's just sort of talking about letting them have the space to sort of have a bit of a chat to themselves and, find that happiness again within themselves where they do sort of feel more balanced and coming back into this connection. Because then with the physical, what we are seeing is the flowers and the dog card there. So obviously both of you having the flowers card in your separate energies. So you're both wanting to give to this. And I actually think that with this dog card here, the dog card really does talk about friendships and maintaining the friendship side of a connection. So I feel like that's sort of just talking about giving this person support, and giving them that shoulder to lean on if they do need it at this current time. giving them giving them that sense of friendship as well as more loving energy as well, but really sort of wanting to just give them that, look, sometimes not everyone has the best day. I'll give you this support. I'm still your friend at the end of the day. I really want to give you, whatever support you need, whatever friendship you need at the moment, and sort of no pressure. Like that's sort of what I'm getting. Like I said, with the previous advice being that gentleman energy and that sun energy, it does feel a lot like sort of just giving them that time to sit up in their tower and work some things out for themselves. And it all comes down to, with that fox independence vibe there, that also is a bit of, self-survival as well. So they're really needing to do that for their own self-survival at this current time. And if you're willing to be, a strong friend for them during this time, even if, you do want to give even more than just friendship to the connection, willing to be a strong friend is really going to be, the best advice that we can give you at the moment, and just giving them that, that support and a little bit of patience, I feel, as well. But yeah, so let me know how that resonates for you guys, and make sure you leave a comment so you can be in the draw for the free personal reading. When I do hit 100 subscribers, I will be giving away a free personal. But like I said, feel free to flip and swap the reading if that resonates more accurately for your situation. It is a collective, so it may resonate more strongly for some than others. But also check your other signs as well if that's the case as well there. But I feel like these new chapters are definitely in their intentions. So you've got a lot to look forward to. I think with this connection, it does feel like they are really willing to take that chance. To it's just a matter of getting through now. So in the near future, I feel like that's something that's probably going to sort of iron itself all out for you guys there. But we'll leave it there. But thank you for your time, and I'll hopefully see you all again soon. Thank you.